Can you be in my intro?
What do you want me to do?
Come and talk about what we're doing and how we're on a little holiday.
Sure.
Hello everyone.
Ooh.
So we have just arrived to a brand new lodge called 18 on the Hill. So far it is absolutely stunning. I can't wait to show you guys. But it's in a reserve that we have not really explored before. And we've been to a lot of parts of Kruger.
In most parts, yeah.
Most parts of Kruger. But this is new for us.
Very new.
Excited?
Very new. I'm excited. It's a beautiful establishment. They welcomed us with open arms. The hospitality seems incredible, and we're very keen to check out what the game viewing opportunities lie ahead.
Yeah, let's see.
And then also, with your males, okay, how I see it, one could have came from the east, one could have came from the west, the north, the south. Sometimes your younger males, I have seen grouped together, but
Down there.
two females and one young male, and then one female went on her own, and then after that, two other females went on their own as well.
We've had a fantastic afternoon so far. We went to go and check up on a pride of lions that they found this morning, but they were very much flat and sleeping. So our guide suggested that we go and have a drink. We have stopped at this gorgeous viewpoint with an incredible view of the Drakensberg Mountains. Amazing. And then we're gonna go back to the lions a little bit later when it cools down a bit, and hopefully they'll get a little bit more active for us. So that's the plan for the afternoon, and right now we're just gonna enjoy a drink with this gorgeous view. Cheers, Craig.
Okay, but I'm short, wait. All right, so let's go see what those lions are up to.
Smells like feet. Yeah.
And look, you know what's interesting? Look how that smell attracts insects.
Purple pot cluster, purple pot terminalia. It's also, no, hang on, it's not that. Purple, see, she's got a camera on me, it makes me feel nervous, I don't know.
It's the low-fold cluster leaf.
Low-fold cluster leaf.
Oh, that's the word you were looking for the whole time. Oh.
No, the common name is low-fold cluster leaf or purple pod terminalia.
What are you doing? Shame.
I'm throwing them off a one-story drop.
They'll survive.
Yeah, I think so. God, there was so many like drowning like that.
Good morning. We have just woken up from one of the most comfortable beds I have slept in a very long time. That was fantastic. And now it's time to head out for game drive and explore more of this beautiful place. I'm excited.
Very excited.
Ready to rumble.
And you can use this tree mostly for headache, toothache, and stomach aches. So you get a lot of trees that they use for painkillers, but if you use the roots and the leaves of this tree and you almost make it into a paste and you mix it in with your food, this will help you if you have different types of pain. But here's a lot of
We've just stopped here for our morning coffee next to the Olifants River. This spot is beautiful and I love this river. It's one of the biggest rivers in the area and it flows year round. Such a beautiful spot. So it's a real privilege to be able to drive along the river for kilometers just looking for birds. Yeah, such an awesome spot. Also excited for my coffee. Cheers.
Lekker morning.
Crocodile tracks. So before coming to this lodge, we were actually at Tinswalu in the Manyaleti shooting for a project with Sony that I am very proud to be a part of. We were there to shoot for the launch of the new Sony a7 IV, and I'm very proud to have been one of the creators to be chosen to be part of this launch. It was really epic, and I'll put some of the footage that we got here so that you can see how epic it turned out. Tinswalu was an awesome place for us to test out this camera. We had some epic sightings. I think one of the best examples is probably the wild dog sighting that we had. Anyone who knows wild dogs and have photographed wild dogs, especially when they're active, know that they are one of the most difficult animals to photograph because they are very dark but also have very bright areas, so they're difficult to expose for, and they're very quick, so you need fast shutter speeds to be able to capture them, and they're also very unpredictable. They move in all sorts of directions and there's a lot going on, so you need a fast camera with fast autofocus and a lot of frames per second, and this camera really nailed some epic shots with these wild dogs. So it was a real privilege to be part of this project. Loved the camera. I'll definitely be adding it onto my camera bag when it comes out and I can get my hands on one. I think this is leveling up the A7 series and is a huge upgrade from the A7 IV, 100%. Just the pre-capture, the 30 frames per second, the autofocus, mind-blowing. Epic camera. So obviously for this launch we had some epic Sony gear with us, and they were very kind and let us keep a few of the lenses for a couple of extra days so that we could bring it with us for this trip. Unfortunately the camera itself had to go to more people that needed to shoot with it, which is a shame because I would have loved to have that for a few more days, but it's how it is. What I do have with me is the 400 to 800 that I've now paired with my Sony a7R V. And I've been using this morning because we were photographing a lot of birds, and this is an epic bird lens. Obviously, I still also have my 300 2.8, and I definitely still prefer my 300 2.8 because of the prime quality and the low light capabilities, but I am really impressed with this lens, and pairing it together with my 300, it's really nice because I'm getting a wider range of focal lengths, and for birds the 300 is just a little bit too short, and that's where this camera really excels. I think I got some epic bird photos this morning where you can get really nice and close, and you know, compressing that background with the 800 mils is just gorgeous. So really enjoyed using this lens this morning. But obviously when it comes to low light capabilities, the 300 obviously excels with the 2.8 versus f8. So as soon as the sun kind of goes down, I switch to the 300 2.8, and it definitely obviously does better in low light, and I'm able to shoot for a lot longer in low light with the 2.8. So that's a little bit about gear for those who are interested. Now I'm gonna go get some work done. I'm gonna take a shower because it's very hot, and then I'm gonna chill until we head out for afternoon game drive. Right now it's super nice and sunny, but it does seem like it might rain this afternoon, so let's see if we do head out in the rain or not. Kind of depends on how much it rains, so yeah, we'll see.
For some reason, my microphone stopped recording the sound here, but I'm basically just telling you guys that we had some nice snacks for game drive with biltong and dried mango, and that it was time for a gin and tonic. And then our sundowner got interrupted by the rain, so we started heading home, hoping that we would maybe get home before the worst hit us. But spoiler alert, we did not. We got very, very wet driving home on this game drive, but it's all part of the adventure. So we got absolutely soaked last night coming back.
Type 2 fun.
Coming back from game drive. Yeah, that's what we call type 2 fun. Yeah, for those who don't know what type 2 fun is, it's when it's not fun in the moment, but you can laugh at it afterwards. And that was definitely the case there. But we're still braving it this morning. Right now, it looks like it's not, well, it's not raining right now, but we know that can change very quickly. So we'll see. It's always worth it heading out and seeing what we might find. As you might have guessed, this is now rainy season, and it turns the bush very beautifully green, and it also brings out all of these little critters like the dung beetles that are so fun to watch and photograph. And there we go, we are back from our game drive. I am so happy that we ended up going out this morning, because this morning when I woke up, I was not sure I wanted to go and drive. I was really contemplating if it was going to be worth it, because it was raining heavily like half an hour before we were heading out. And I was like...
we also got very wet last night.
very
wet.
And I wasn't keen on doing that again. So I really wasn't sure if I wanted to go out this morning, but then I'm really glad that we did, because it ended up being a beautiful morning, such a magical encounter with rhinos. Always incredible to spend time with those special animals, and they were so super relaxed, so really beautiful sighting.
They also presented an amazing opportunity to photograph both red-billed and yellow-billed oxpeckers, so that was very cool. And then we had red-billed oxpeckers mating on one of the rhinos. That was very cool.
That was epic. So yeah, really nice morning to finish off our stay here. Thanks again to 18 on the Hill for having us. We have really enjoyed our stay here. It's been so cool to check out this property, and very excited to possibly come back with guests one day.
Yeah, I think they hit it out of the park. This lodge has been amazing. To think it's only been open since August is absolutely mind-blowing. So yeah, thank you to the team. They did a phenomenal job, and if you haven't checked out 18 on the Hill yet, you better get on that. It's an amazing property.
And special thanks to our guide Luann, who's taken really well care of us, and we've had so much fun with her, and it's been really cool to be guided by her. So special thanks to her. And yeah, thanks to you guys for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and
As always, I appreciate all the support from you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.